Welcome back. So, you hate your glasses, you've just discovered endmyopia, or you've just been searching around trying to figure out what to do with how you feel completely uncomfortable when you wear glasses, and yet things are too blurry when you're not. Let me help you out with this quick Q&A today. So, this one is from the Back to 2020 support forum, where the question is, I've been told I have -6 and -6.5 myopia. My glasses, according to Jake's centimeter conversion tool, are -4.75 and -5.25. So if you're not familiar with how to measure your own eyesight, links below. Your results may vary. You may be a little bit optimistic in your measurements. It's a good starting point though. We're going on. I feel like my eyes are desperate for no correction at all. The last 2 weekends I went outside all day and I had no correction. I lost my glasses and was waiting for them to arrive. I wasn't driving, was with someone and was outside in bright sunlight, so I didn't feel like I was missing too much. I felt as though my eyes were trying to stretch somehow. I have glasses for work on my computer during the weekdays, but I'm not sure what to do for distance vision. I can't figure out how to measure my distance vision using the Snellen chart accurately. So all I have is a centimeter tool, which hasn't progressed much. Am I okay to keep no correction? I feel no strain. I get the impression that my eyes are craving it. Or will this lead to blur adaptation? So if you're new to all of this, I apologize. This is a little bit dense. There's a fair bit of background information on what causes myopia, why you have myopia, how to reverse myopia. Again, more links on that below if you're just starting out. Generally speaking though, this individual has -4 to -5 diopters, which is generally, if you're in that range and you take off your glasses, you should just be surrounded by blur. If you can function with those glasses, without those glasses, if you can walk around outside, if you're not stumbling over rocks, falling into manhole covers, it's one possible indication that you're wearing more diopters than you really need. A good starting point is self-measurement, certainly centimeter measurements, again, links below. If you have access to a test lens kit, also handy, which most people don't. But again, here, my starting point is if you're around -4, -5, things should be a little bit too blurry for you to function without glasses. So very possibly there's something up here. Second, how do you proceed if you're in this kind of situation? Like you really, really despise your glasses. You've been wearing them for a while. They're not new corrections where you might have issues with, but these are glasses that you've had. And whenever you take them off, you just feel this strong sense of relief. Pretty common on why I'm making this video. One thing you can do, and I'm prefacing this by saying, I'm not giving you medical advice of any kind. I'm not giving you prescription advice. I'm not giving you any advice at all. I'm just saying, here's a potential scenario. You could look into yourself if you're accountable to yourself and you know what you're doing, right? In this example, I would say if it was me, right? If it was my case and I was legally allowed and able to do this, and I was told I'm at a -6, I'm measuring below a -5, I can go without glasses, I hate my glasses, I would get glasses a diopter lower of what my current correction is that I've been wearing. So for example, if I'm wearing a -6, if I was given a -6, I'm measuring below a -5 with my centimeter, I'm happier without my glasses, I'd get a -5. Go online and order them online. Or you find a friendly optometrist who is amenable to your question, which would be the ideal scenario, and you go to them and you say, hey, listen, I got these -6 glasses, I really don't enjoy them, could we try a -5? Your optometrist has a test lens kit, they can put a -5 in it, they can put the -5 on your face. There's in most places no legal requirement for you to see more than, say, 20/30 for driving, or 20/40 actually in a lot of places. So there is no, in most jurisdictions that I'm aware of, there's no legal requirement for them to give you 20/20 or better correction glasses. So technically, you may be able to find somebody who's friendly and supportive and you're not going to waste their whole entire day and you're going to spend some money with them and just tell them, can we throw a -5 into a test lens kit for this example? You put them on, right? Test lens kit are actual little lenses and you look around and you see what you get. They're not super representative of your real glasses since they're tiny and they're not that great in quality usually, but it's a good starting point, right? Put in some -6, what you're currently wearing, put in some -5. See if that's good enough, right? And if that's good enough, just grab a diopter lower pair of glasses, then go back to, and I'm referring only to this specific example, you've been wearing no glasses. Get those new -5s, put them in a bag, have the bag with you, and whenever you run out of patience or out of enjoyment for not wearing glasses, because there's going to be a period of time you really, and I understand this, you're really going to enjoy just not wearing them. You're not driving, you're not doing any dangerous activities, you're not crossing streets, you're not doing anything where you're endangering yourself and others. So currently at this point, we're still allowed to just take glasses off, right? And you just take a walk or do whatever you do without glasses. There comes the point in this, a point in this where you just stop enjoying that feeling of freedom of lenses, and the blur is going to start making you feel a little claustrophobic or a little uncomfortable, or just there just is a point where that's not fun anymore. Then you put on those -5 glasses. Not right away, not right after you've been wearing the -6, not in dark conditions, not where you need maximum acuity. On that specific outdoor nice day walk, for those of you who are familiar with Endmyopia, I'm basically describing a 0 diopter reset. Same principle, right? Now you put on those -5s and you repeat whatever you were doing before, whatever activities was without glasses, whether you're going for a walk, whatever the thing was, repeat the same thing, right? Like give yourself an hour, give yourself some time to now go, wow, what is my experience with this lower correction? And it's very well possible in this scenario that the person had more correction than they needed, your eyes feel nice and relaxed, and now all of a sudden, -5, -6, not that big of a difference, that -5 might feel great, right? And then if that works for you, and if you really love that, you can repeat the same day the next thing. Just enjoy some time without glasses. It's almost a meditative experience where you're like, okay, this is the world as I can sort of kind of see it right now. And then you put on correction that's just enough to give you some nice clarity without having that overbearingness that glasses will give you that correct your vision to like 2015 or 2010 or something crazy, right? Just enough to where you're getting a little bit of a help, right? It's just aiding, it's just allowing you to appreciate clearer distance vision without forcing on you an unnatural amount of acuity, which feels uncomfortable for multiple reasons, right? Like it's not right. I'm not going to get into all the little nitty-gritty details on ocular dominance and how a lot of glasses are not really set up right in the first place. But there's that. Then there's also, you don't have peripheral vision with glasses. In some cases, doing this experiment with contact lenses is even better, in which case you can even go lower than 1 diopter reduction. Again, another topic, I don't want to make this video too long, mainly answering just the question of what should I do in this scenario? I hate my glasses. I have X correction, I'm measuring Y correction that's lower. Go lower, have that experience, and then keep repeating that experience, right? And then put an eye chart up somewhere where you can always check it and see how your acuity changes. That -5 might give you 20/30, 20/25, and in a week it might give you 20/20, and you may realize that your distance vision actually adapted to this change. Now, this is not to say that you can that anybody can just reduce the diopters by 1 diopter arbitrarily. I'm not saying this at all. I'm answering a question specific to the scenario, right? Please don't make assumptions based on this. This doesn't mean you can repeat this going from -5 to -4 next week or next month. I'm also not insinuating or suggesting or leaving room for that interpretation. I'm merely saying in this exact specific scenario where you hate your -6 and you're walking around and you're feeling so much better without the glasses on, buying yourself a pair of -5, ideally with a friendly optometrist, sticking those in a bag and then putting those on when you're starting to crave more distance vision can be a workable scenario, a workable starting point. From there, you got to figure out your close-up glasses, which is another topic, which you want to be lower than your distance glasses. If you're not familiar with this, check below. The reason that your myopia has been increasing in the first place and you're feeling eye strain likely is using your distance vision for close-up. There's lots more to be said here, of course. If you find yourself in this situation, this particular approach may be helpful. Again, if you're safe, if other people are safe, if it's legal to do, if it's something that you know you want to do, if you're going to invest the time to read on Endmyopia and understand why this is happening, this can be a good approach. That's it on this one. If you like these kinds of videos, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in comments below. I know I've been making a lot fewer of them lately. I've been focused more on course content and other stuff, and I get a little video phobic from time to time. So I'll try to make more of them if you like them. See you in the next one.
I think this pagoda. Yeah. 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 Meow, 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 meow.